So today we're going to learn how to ring rounds on 6 without looking. So we're using our listening skills. First of all, if I press my key on the keypad, R, as you can see, when I press the key, it starts the pull. And then, of course, the sound is delayed. It's about a second or two later. So we need to turn this off. So we go to ringing, go all the way down to the bottom, and it says user starts bell movement, and it's ticked. If you click it, it will untick it. Let's just check. There, it's unticked. So this means that there is no delay anymore. So if I press R, the bell will just ring. So the video is being cut short. It's really useful to be able to hear your bell first before starting in rounds. So it's really good to get used to that sound. So start with number 2. I think it's probably the easiest one to hear. We're going to start the rest of the ringers ringing. I want you to close your eyes when you're trying this out and try and hear the gap. So when we start ringing, number 2 will join in, but then as soon as we start pressing the key, you will be able to take over. So here we go. Okay, so you can hear a gap, number 2. So if I fill it, it's 1, 2, 1, 2. So if I don't ring at all, you can hear the gap. If I'm a bit late, you can hear there's still a gap, and the gap happens before your bell sounds. So you have to ring a little bit faster to fill in the gap. If you're slightly early, you're crashing in with a 1, or even overtaking it, and you can still hear that gap. Okay. The bar still reads green, orange, yellow and red, and it gives you a score at the end. I would advise not looking at the bar when you're ringing, as you want to just do this purely by listening, and it probably won't help you very much with actually getting it in the right place. At the end, of course, you can look at 1, 2, 3, review striking, and then you can see what's happened. So number 2 is going late, and then it's going early, and you can see the colours as well. So do that at the end, but when you're ringing it, just focus solely on listening for it. You can, if that's harder to do, if you find that quite tricky, just increase the peal time to about 4 hours. Let's try that. And you can even count your places. So you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It'll be much slower than that. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. So as you can hear, it's a lot easier to hear the individual bells and almost give yourself time to place your bell. So start with a slow peal time and then gradually speed it up. And you can get it to, 1 minute 40, 1 hour 40, sorry. Okay, so that's a challenge and a half to do it in 1 hour 40. I made the mistake of trying to watch just then, and it was hopeless. You close your eyes, try and listen for the gap, and try and ring in the gap. So that's on the 2. Then I would progress onto the 4 and then onto the 6. And the 6 is really good for ringing the tenor behind to doubles. Later on in another video, I'll show you how to change the methods so that you can ring the tenor behind with the other 5 bells ringing a method. You don't have to know the method, you don't have to have rope sight, just use your ears, listen to the last bell down, then you can use the review striking at the end to see how far you are accurate and how far you got out and things like that. You can turn on the user bell movement. This is a real challenge because when you press the key, it will be so far ahead of when you're going to hear the sound that it's very difficult to place. But it's really good. If you're finding ringing rounds easy peasy with no delay on, try it with the delay. I'll turn up the P time because that's just unfair. Let's put it on 3 hours 15 again. Okay. So here we go. Let's try this. So you can hear I'm not doing very well at all. I'm very, very late because I'm trying again to press the key when I think that the sound should be happening. So try and press earlier. I got too early there. That's nearly there. Too early. Too late. Too late. And that's really tricky. What's really nice about ringing a real bell is that it has its own momentum. So in a way, it's great because if you ring steady, you're going to be consistently late or consistently early. This here, you don't have any consistency because it's just pressing a button. However, it's a real challenge, and it's a really good challenge for those who want to have an extra challenge from ringing rounds.